What's good, homies? Welcome back to another Rugby League Live 4 career rebuild video. Before we jump into today's game, recruitment just opened up, so I'm going to quickly run through that. I usually spend a lot of time explaining and going through what I'm looking for during recruitment, but since there's a lot of players automatically coming in, I don't feel the need to do that. Besides, I only signed one new player. That was pretty much all I could afford. So pretty much the main focus for this year's recruitment wasn't signing new talent, but in fact it was re-signing what we had already. We had 11 players out of contract. As you can see here, I was actually dreading when the transfers opened up because I heard a lot of bad feedback about it and how the contracts are. I mean, just look at the price for Jack Littlejohn. It's just completely out of whack. Obviously we couldn't re-sign all of them, so a couple of favorites had to go. First up is the players we re-signed, and that's Kevin Naingama, Jamal Idris, Malachi Watene-Zelezniak, Matt Eisenhuth, and Tyson Gamble. Our main priority was obviously Kevin Naingama. He's been one of the standouts in our backline so far this season, and the rest of the players were pretty much for depth and development. I heard players develop fairly quickly, that's why I kept people like MWZ and Eisenhuth because I really want to get their stats up there. Next up are the released players. We just simply couldn't afford them, and yeah, I want to run through those names real quick. We got Jack Littlejohn, Jordan Rankin, Kyle Lovett, Ryland Jacobs, Bailey Surinnan, and Joel Edwards. Like I said, we just simply couldn't afford to keep them in the cap, especially with those asking prices. It was like 200k for untested and unproven rookies. It was kind of a buzzkill to see how stupid the prices were. Luckily we have a lot of automatic recruits coming through, so that saved a lot of time and possible headaches. Anyway, on to the new recruits that'll be joining us next season on our journey to making West's Tigers great again. We have Daniel Tupou, who was the only player I managed to sign with the remaining cap money. The rest are automatic, and that's Russell Packer, Chris McQueen, Josh Reynolds, Ben Matulino, Mahe Fonua, Corey Thompson, and lastly, Alex Twell. So I think it's safe to say next season's going to be super lit. We have a lot of great talent coming through. I'm looking forward to the future headaches of choosing our 17-man squad. We have a lot of depth there. That's pretty much why I wanted to wait until the next season for the subscriber 17 lineups. I'm still taking suggestions for this season's lineup going into future games. Just let me know of players you want to see in the squad. And yeah, as usual, I'll give them a run and we'll see how they go. Alright, finally we can get into some gameplay. As for today's opponent, we will be facing Jared Plays' St. George Illawarra Dragons. We did meet not too long ago in round 5, where we defeated them 12 points to 8. Since losing to us in round 5, they've managed to string together a few wins and now sit above us on the ladder in 7th place. We're both coming off a bye during that first Origin game, but prior to that, they're coming off a win and we're looking for our 3rd win in a row. Alright, with that little bit of history out of the way, I read a comment in an earlier video about someone saying that I should raise the half length instead of throwing 2 games in one episode. I'm currently playing on 7 minutes right now, and I don't want to raise it to 9 minutes just yet. I just want to try these 2 games in episode videos out. As we jump right into the game here, Dragons with the bomb, gets batted back by Macron, right into the breadbasket of Luciano Leilua, who had a bit of work to do, but he's going to score the first try of the game. It was actually a pretty decent kick. I thought it was Macron that batted it back, but it looks like it was Aitken that got there. As Luciano scores the try, and we're back with Wood up here, who takes the shot, and he's going to add the extras to go up by 6 points. Back with the Dragons, on attack. First tackle here, just outside their 10. As they go long to Frizzell, and he cuts inside Idris, strikes off one defender, tries to get the offload away, but we're going to scoop it up here. As Little at dummy half, everyone overruns the ball, so we're forced to take the tackle with Little. Second tackle here, we go to Grant, who bumps off one defender, and he's going to bump off Dugan at the back as he gets tackled on the 20. Third tackle as we send it to Brooks, holds the pass out, goes along to Naingama with a lot of room and speed to burn. Naingama gasses it into the corner to score our first point of the game. A beautiful assist for Luke Brooks after a dope pass as they send it up as a no try for some reason. We're obviously going to get the green lights. Nice little dive to finish. As we get the green lights there, and we're going to take another quick look at the try. So as you can see, Brooks here holding the pass out, sizing up the opposition, goes wide to Nangama straight through the hole. A beautiful ball by our playmaker as Lolo here takes the shot at goal from out wide, and we got a little too curve happy there as we missed it away to the right, and we're still going to trail heading into the break. Looking at the halftime stats, we've actually been playing a pretty decent game. 5 from 5 completions, no errors, no penalties conceded. The only thing letting us down is the missed tackles. It's a little too high for the amount of tackling we've done. We try and get the forwards to link up here, but it's going to be Selbanu Fangai who throws the forward pass, and the Dragons are going to get the feed to the scrum, 25 out from our line. Dugan off the back of the scrum, with the twinkle toes, gets tackled just outside our 20. As they go short to Macron, links up with Packer, and Packer's going to get stopped. Looking forward to getting him into our forward pack next season, as they go short to Vaughan, bumps off one, gets the offload away back inside to McInnes, and McInnes is going to get stopped just before the line. With Whittier at dummy half as he throws a long flat ball to Frizzell, and he's actually going to power his way over for their second try of the game. It was the old struggle system at work there. I think that's what it's called. Not too sure, but as you can see here, he grounds the ball, and they're going to go up by 6 with the kick to come. Alright, so after getting the green light, Whittier from right in front converts the 2, and they're going to go up by 8 points. Back in attack here, 76th minute, with Lolo here who puts the chip over the top, and trying to make something happen. Didn't work for us. Ends up in a turnover. As they go short to Macron, try and drive him back into the end goal, but doesn't pay off for us. Our only option here was to rush up off the line and put a big hit on, and that's exactly what we do, as McCurrick puts a shot on bloody Jack DeBellin, I think it was. They got absolutely rocked in the tackle. As we look at the replay, we have about a minute and a half remaining to try and score a try to win the game. Back with Tui here to take the shot, and we're going to slot it from right in front, and it all comes down to this. We need to score right here to win the game, as we quickly spread it out to Nangama, gets around one, comes up against Dugan, gets around Dugan, gets the offload away, and unfortunately we're going to get caught with the ball, and that's going to be the game. Full time here at ANZ Stadium, the Dragons get one back on us as they defeat us 12 points to 10. Much like the first game, it was pretty close, and as we look at the full-time match stats, Luke Brooks is actually the man of the match. As always, drop that like button for more content. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you later.
Oh Lord, way to go, agents on my phone, we be on the road like we on the boat, yeah.